Do you ever have a client that you want to fire? I'm here to tell you it's okay to do that. Frequently, we run into cases where maybe it's a client that takes up a lot of your time or a client that's really difficult to work with. I recently sat down with an agent in our office that had an investor client that did a lot of transactions with them. The amount of profit that she made from that particular client compared to the amount of time that she actually spent with them, it kind of follows that 90-10 rule. It was only about 10% of her income, but it took about 90% of her time in that particular year. So you don't want to run into that scenario over and over again. So I said, it's time to rip the Band-Aid off. You really need to let this client go. So what do you say to a client that you're hoping to fire? Sometimes it's really, really hard. And so I think you really need to take the time to think out what you're going to say to them. Just got to have the conversation with your client and explain to them that maybe you're not the best fit. You want to make sure that they have the best representation possible. Refer them to another agent in the office or find another agent that may be a better fit for them. There's plenty of other agents out there that are willing to take on new clients, but make sure that's not one that's going to eat up the majority of your time. If it's a difficult client, maybe you don't recommend an agent in your office. Sometimes people are just very difficult to work with, but you don't want to be the one that they're draining your time and resources because they're much better spent elsewhere. And as I said, that's one of the hardest things that we can do in this business. It's often like breaking up with someone, but sometimes you do have to rip that Band-Aid off, and you will be more profitable in the long run. You're gonna have more time for prospecting, you're gonna have more time to market yourself, you're gonna have more time to spend with other clients that in the end will add to your bottom line.